A money market account is a safe, accessible way to save money while earning a bit more interest than a regular savings account. So, put it this way, it's a really good option for people who want to keep their savings easy and accessible available while seeing some type of growth. This can be related, let's say, for example, you have an online virtual bank. For example, you have banks that are like Ally Bank, or you have banks such as like Chase or BOA, which have a physical location. And of course, the ones with less overhead will give you a higher interest rate in return. So to open a money market account, you may need to deposit a minimum amount of money. This requires for every single bank, which varies based on banks. Some banks also require you to maintain a minimum balance. For example, Chase requires you a minimum balance of $1,500 a month. Now, if you have under $1,500 a month, they will charge you a fee. The fee will range depending on the bank. For example, Chase is around like $15 up to $35, and they vary based on banks. So if you have like a personal checking account, that will be like around $1,500. Now, if you had a business bank account, the fees will be a lot greater and the minimum balance will be a lot higher in this case. So what typically sets them apart between like the money market account is that they often have higher interest rates compared to regular savings account. So it's basically another safe place for you to put your money. Instead of putting your regular savings account, let's put like a higher savings account. And it'll be like another version of a CD. Basically another tool in your kit you can use for your portfolio. They usually offer by banks and credit unions that insure up to a certain amount. So for example, the FDIC insures up to $250,000, and this will depending on banks. Each major bank usually have an FDIC coverage, and some of them don't. You have to do your research on yourself for that one. So when you put your money in a market account, the question is it easy for you to liquidate your money? In this case, you don't have to worry. You can easily withdraw your money when you need it. For example, if you had like an emergency, maybe you want to purchase this flower right here, you can easily withdraw it. And like compared to like real estate, oh, I need to liquidate a house, then it's not something that can happen overnight. Real estate is not like stocks. And in this case, for the money market account, it's similar to like cash on hand. You can easily withdraw. So now let's look at how do they compare against mutual funds. Money market accounts, money market mutual funds both let you get out your money quickly, meaning easily to be liquidated. These companies that provide these services may have a set rule. For example, Bank of America, BOA, might have a different set of rules for how money can enter and leave compared to Chase. They vary based on corporations. They might, like for example, they might limit you how often that you can withdraw your money. And a money market mutual funds usually earn more money than money market accounts. So money market accounts, MMAs, can be appealing because they offer higher interest rates compared to your regular savings accounts. For example, in May of 2022, the average MMA account offered about 0.08 interest. Yeah, I know, it's basically nothing, but while compared to savings accounts, they offer around 0.07%. Great, like 0.01% difference. So how's this against savings accounts? So when interest rates are high in the economy, for example, right now, MMAs benefit from even wider interest rate gaps in savings accounts because MMAs can differ based on investments into various options. For example, like CDs and government securities is an option that they can invest in to get a higher rate of return in this case. Now, keep in mind that MMAs, they have interest rates. The interest rates can also change depending on factors. For example, inflation is one of them. Now, how often interest rates is calculated is based on whatever corporation that you're currently investing in. So it could be yearly, it could be monthly, it could be daily in this case. It can, and each time it changes, it can impact your earnings, especially when you have larger balances in this case. Unlike regular savings accounts, many MMAs also provide check writing and a debit card. So similar to banks, so it makes it really easy for you to withdraw money whenever you need. Now, if you look at it that way, similar to a checking account, giving you a way to earn more on your savings while maintaining easy access to your money. Basically, liquidation in this case. Now, how is this different? Different from other like normal savings accounts. Now, you gotta ask yourself this question: should you put your money in a money market account. Now, everyone's financial goals differ in this case. This is just another tool in a toolkit. So if you should put your money in a money market account, you got to ask yourself this. The main downside of money market accounts is they're relatively low on potential for return. And of course, in this channel, specifically on finance, I prefer taking the more riskier options, or give you ones that have at least can beat the inflation in this case. For example, investing in stocks, bonds, cryptos, real estate. There's a lot of different type of categories that can most likely perform better than money market accounts. So money market accounts have a lower potential return, but they're a lot lower risk. So the higher the risk, the higher return. Lower the risk, the lower the return. But the good part about money market accounts is that they are best suited for individuals looking for a safe and easy accessible place for their income in this case. So do know that when interest rates fluctuate, and often periods of high inflation, the purchasing power in your money market will erode in this case. So when people put a lot of money in there, they bring the money out and would not be worth as much compared to back then. Because at the end, it's a game, it's a cat and mouse game. Your money has to match inflation or surpass it in this case. A money market account is an option, a toolbox for people who are really lazy, not the best option. For the people who are in this for the short term or want to make it really easy, or maybe just stepping into investing, make sure a safekeeping for your money may help you, or maybe you may consider using a money market account. For the long term, maybe not so much. Because those, you should watch my other video, because there are way better ways to invest, and I decided to cover money market accounts because there's a lot of people who are new to the scene. And when you're new to the scene, they're really afraid to put massive amounts of money. Now in this case, a money market account may be a good tool in the toolbox for you to get started. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click the like button down below and subscribe button, and have a wonderful day. See you guys next time.